Want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash, double honor to the apostles and also great in the zone. A citation to the 144,000 men, the 1/3 men, women, and children that are doing the works and trying to keep the law, statutes, and commandments, trying to be faithful, sincere, and fearful in this truth. This brother, yeah, what's up?
Brother Zachariah.
Yeah, we want to do a lesson on an update when it comes to the V juice. You want to call it the V juice, all right, or the Crown Vic J juice, or the Crown Vic juice. We got speaking code because of these people crazy out here. It's right. Your silver is conquered. That's gonna be the name of the lesson. Your gold and silver is conquered, right? Jump to James 5.
Yeah, this is James chapter 5 verse 1. It says, "Go to now, ye rich men, weep and all for your miseries that shall come upon you. Your riches are corrupted, and your garments are multitude." It says, verse 3, "Your gold and your silver is conquered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as it were fire. Ye have eat treasure together for the last days."
See that? And that's on point. This is prophecy unfolding right now. Alright? Because we found this article and I saw a brother post on YouTube as an image, a screenshot image, and so let me check out the full article and I'm here with the brother. I haven't read it, but we're gonna go through it together because this is of the spirit. We're striking while the iron's hot. It says viral style. Jab jewelry is being worn by vaccine advocates like New York Governor Kathy Hochul to tell the world to get jabbed, by Sharon Teller from dailymail.com, 1946 BST, September 28th, right? So it's been out a while, a couple of days now. New York Governor Kathy Hochul wore a vax necklace to send a message on Thursday when she announced her pick for lieutenant governor days after being sworn in. She swore at the NYC Christian Cultural Center. This is interesting. Two and said, if you want to interject, you go ahead, right? Huh?
Yeah.
Two and said that the Most High God, I can read it verbatim, that God wants people to get vaccinated. That is a bold statement. That is a bold statement. I should ask you which God, because the God of the Bible does not agree with that. Oh, shut up, said the V word. Yeah, to get jabbed, right? She told the audience, "I need you to be my apostle." Oh my gosh. Let's to read it before reading it on spot, right?
Okay.
These people are crazy, yo. Amazon is selling jab bling similar to Hochul for $39. People can buy a sterling silver necklace that spells out the word jab in cursive, well, the V word, right? Etsy sellers are joining in the trend and offering earrings, bracelets, pins, and charms to show jab status. Tucker Carlson responded on his Monday night segment and said America has replaced its religion and cult of Crown Royal Vic. You're supposed to know the word. Right, that's the root word of C19. Has taken the place of Christianity. That's interesting coming from Tucker. But they play the part of both narratives. He called the cross, because Esau is trying to be like the Most High. Esau is trying to control both the conspiracy theorists and the people who in the conspiracy, which in their who are conspiring against the righteous people, right? But Esau would never be like the Most High, He called the cross yesterday symbol called the cross yesterday's symbol and cited today's pendant as a jab necklace, which NY Governor Kathy Hochul reported last week. See that?
Yeah, I got something here.
Well,
Right, so she said that most I would want persons to get vaccinated.
jab,
Right? Yeah,
it's all good.
yeah, jab, right? But this is Leviticus chapter 19 and verse 28. It says, "Ye shall not make any cutting in your flesh for the dead, nor print any marks upon you. I am Yahweh." Right? And the jab is what? Is a cutting, right?
Yeah.
Because when you look up the definition, cutting, it says sarat, right? It says to incise, to scratch, tattoo, to cut.
See
You
that?
know? And there's an incision, right?
That's right. You
See?
Okay. This is Yapak. Go to I was thinking. Go to Matthew chapter 5 and verse 17. It says, "Will not change these laws and commandments." Let them show them that Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus, Yeshua, etc. He never said that these laws are done away with. Alright? Go ahead.
And this is Matthew chapter 5 verse 17. "Think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill."
You see that? The Most High come to destroy these laws, but to fulfill. Continue.
It says, "For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass away, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law, till all be fulfilled."
Okay. Slack, yeah. Let me put this phone on airplane mode or something.
And obviously getting it right. And this is just a something simple to understand. The Lord said that He come to destroy any part of the law, right? But yet still, this is such a a big debate among Christians, so-called,
Okay.
whether or not the law is, the law still stands, but the law still stands.
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
And you got to keep it to the best of your ability. Go ahead, huh?
Yahweh Shai never said anything but wearing a cross. Yahweh Shai never said wear. I mean, you could wear the menorah. I guess you could wear the menorah and certain symbols when it comes to your tribe and whatnot. But we're not instructed to wear nothing mark, jabbed or whatever. But anyway, that's another song and dance. Cause Tucker, right? Tucker Carlson.
Carson Tucker.
Says he called the cross yesterday's symbol and cited today's pendant as a jab necklace, which NY Governor Kathy Hochul sported last week. Carlson noted that in 2009, 77% of Americans told pollsters they're believing Christians. In 10 years, that figure dropped to 12 points to 65%. Yeah, because this is plantation Christianity. This is Christianity and slavery, and as you can clearly see, people are not taking this thing serious. People are losing faith, or they never had faith in the first place, or they don't understand. Now they begin to see that these churches are a waste of time, or just so-called churches, right? Because they're not the real church. Even though the word church means ecclesia, which means to gather. But you get what I'm saying. You should get what I'm saying. It says jab bling is sweeping the internet in a trend that even NY Governor Kathy is taking a part of. She's wearing okay, let's see, multiple times last week. Amazon has already let me read this part. Amazon has already begun selling iterations of pro jab jewelry for other jab people to get the governor's look at the affordable price, such as a $39 sterling silver necklace that spells out the word jabbed in cursive similar to the one the governor donned. And the thing is,
Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, and the thing is, right? This is a money making thing. Now people gonna spend money upon gold instead of saving up the money for when famine come and other crises come, or even buy a Bible or buy some study Bible, you know, or donate something to the apostles and elders and so forth. You know, and these people basically selling themselves for cheap. For cheap. You gotta talk.
Yeah, and that's going back to worshiping the system, right? Because when you look at all these ancient gods, right? So-called gods, I should say, you know, they always made jewelry towards these gods.
That's
right?
true. That's true.
Like the Egyptians, right? Hey, and like I was watching this show, right? Well, this series named American Gods, right? And
The on
one of
Netflix?
yeah, can.
I gotta watch it.
Salaki is not on Netflix.
I can find it though too.
But basically, one of the things they made clear in the show is that basically anything could be a god, right? As long as you start to reverence it enough, it's become a god to the person, right? And this whole, you know, job, all right, this whole system, this new world order that is setting up is what giving reference to the beast, right? You know, because the point that Carson Tucker said that the old symbol was the cross, and now the new symbol is the
job.
the job jewelries,
Okay.
right? You know, to clearly show that they're referencing a god, right? This is Deuteronomy chapter 32 verse 17. It says, the sacrifice unto devils, not to the Most High, to gods whom they knew not, to new gods that came newly up, whom your fathers feared not, right? So, you know, our foreparents, they was austere men. If they was here, they wouldn't have been even considering, you know, taking this job. You know, I mean, we are our foreparents, but if he was still in the spirit, right? Because the scripture said what? That Israel, you know, became as a degenerate plant, all right? And now they fall away from the, you know, from the glory.
Yep.
Right? Yeah, you got to stop.
Yeah, it says Hochul's was from a brand called Jab Swag, which is the V word swag. And the gold necklace set the governor back $27. Many vendors on Etsy joined on this business opportunity as more people look to display their job status. Etsy seller, the Job Hut, I can't say the word, you know, is going beyond necklaces to offer earrings, silver plated or beaded charm bracelets that read either jabbed or the full word V or the short word V, and all for only $9. I think they got precept whereby Israel was offering jewelry unto gods.
Yeah, that was I was thinking about that too when Salakia, when they came out to Egypt, right? Remember tell them to burn all the Egyptian gold. Right? Because why? When you look up the history, that the Egyptians actually used to make, you know, jewelries referencing the gods.
Same thing like today, people making ankhs, people making
the Cleopatra.
Yeah, the Cleopatra thing. They're making raw. They're making stuff. The Hindu They're making stuff for the moon and star for the Muslim. They got these stuff for the Baha'i, and of course legendary Christianity. We're by the cross. I forget what the cross go back to. Oh, when they used to crucify Yahweh, of course. But if there was a particular god, I gotta look back on the history.
Yeah, it can. Like I was telling you about the show, right? You know, Hey, it's good when you watch this thing with a spiritual eye because it's actually learning something, right? Like they say that the old gods, right, are trying to stay relevant, right? Because the new gods is taking over. Like technology, there's a new god, right?
Oh, can.
Media, right?
This heavy aqua you get it from?
What's this show name American Gods, right? Like, you know, you gotta be deep in the spread to even look at it because it got a set of blasphemy in it, right?
Yep.
Right? But yeah.
But as a prophet, the Most High give you foresight like that. So this beautiful, the Most High reveal it to you.
Yeah, and not going off tangent too much, right? But one of the things the show is that Cleopatra, right? When you look up the history of the when you look up her history, she used to actually do a lot of sexual things like orgies and stuff like that, right?
Can.
And the people used to worship her, right? Because of those things. Now, as the story goes, right, talking in the series, she actually lost some of her power, and she currently living in America, right? So the one of the new gods, which is technology, came. The destroyer temple came, so technology come and give her a new platform, right? Which is what? Social media. I was like, oh shit.
But they make a movie similar to that.
Yeah,
Suicide Squad.
Can.
Remember, you see it, right?
Yeah,
with Will Smith. No, not the new one, the old one.
I watched the old one a lot.
When there was, must watch it back. There was the witch would take over the guy, the soldier guy, the leader, the whatever soldier guy, right? Well, that was leading the Suicide Squad to the mission. His girlfriend was taken over by a witch, an ancient spirit, and she was telling her brother, she resurrected her brother from this voodoo doll type agitation, and she was like, they worship machines now and so forth. And she decided to make a machine thing, you know. She started create like a magnet that could draw metal towards a ring around a building. Some strippiness, but yeah, you know, they said truth is stranger than fiction, you know. So so it's not far-fetched, you know. Let me continue this talk. So a different seller is offering a $15 charm boasting a plate reading Jab AF, which is as fuck, right? Paired with a metal needle that could be added to a keychain or clasp to a chain as a piece of jewelry, and another gives a choice of 3 charms that specify what brand of shot some received. You see that? So this just like Nike and stuff like that. Jake is get Louis Vuitton. I see a girl tattoo LV punchy left side upper breast, right? I was like, yo, these people crazy and this stuff. People tattoo Nike and stuff like that. I mean, if you're in the world and we did shit like that, but you know, this how far Israel has fallen. Now we tattooing these symbols on our skin and we don't know what they mean and so forth. Which you mean you're supposed to make no markings on our skin, right? I see another brother do a video on a tatted up baby. Them are tattoo near the whole body of a baby, yo. That won't even look good when you get older because it can stretch. You can outgrow proportion to your body. That's crazy, bro. And what if it's real or not? This still insane. This not nothing to joke about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and all it does is what? Is foolish behavior. You know, like what the hell what job chain got to do with anything? What got to do with the price of tea in China? You know, like,
exactly.
You know,
it's all a money making scheme. It's all they're walking billboards, they're advertising, and they're pushing the agenda even more. This is most side the scripture said, the most I shall choose their delusions. They discontinue from the heritage. The whole work, so much terminology you could use, right? It says a pricier option is a $48 necklace that spells out jabbed and comes in silver, gold, and yellow, and a range of chain sizes, not to mention more than 100 5-star reviews. You see that? The site is also The site also has keychains and pins. One even features Rosie the riveter, whoever it is, wearing a face mask, sporting a bandage on her upper arm. Her famous speech, bubble reading. Her famous speech, bubble reading, "We can do this," was replaced with jabbed, which is a V word. Right? Finish off the read back verse 3 for James 5.
Yeah, can. James 5 and verse 3. It says, "Your gold and your silver is conquered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you."
So they stuff them conquered, and the rest of them gonna be a witness against them, because when they really see the agenda, what is this movement, so to speak, or this illusion is about. Where?
Yep. And it says, "And the rest of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as it were fire. Ye have heaped treasure together for the last days."
See that? They heap treasures together for the last days. I think we could stop there, or I think we could jump down. You want to go down a little more? Or yeah, we could.
What do you have?
You have something?
Yeah. What do
Yeah,
you
sure.
see?
Yeah, you could stop there for the one, for the thing. Where you?
Yeah, can. This is Isaiah chapter 3 and verse 4. It says, "And I will give children to be their princes, and babes rule over them." All right, and there's twofold, right? Because it's talking about these Edomites, but it's also talking about two-thirds jigs, right? Because just listening to this entire article, is a bunch of foolishness. And what babes and children is associated with foolishness.
That's
Right? The scripture said that foolishness abound in the heart of a child. Right? So this, and when you look at our leaders, all right, so-called leaders, I should say, all right, in the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native communities, is a bunch of foolish people. All right, and what does give light to? Does give light to, people following the wrong things. Like getting vaccinated, all right, tattooing Louis Vuitton or whatever on your body, all those foolishness.
But just today I was sending a scripture to a brother on Facebook. He was saying, made a post like, yo, when he was a child, he thought, he thought a lot of things was boring, but now that he's an adult, appreciate those things. And I say in scripture, 1 Corinthians 13 and 11, when I was a child, I spake as a child, but now I became a man, put away childish things, Yep. But J can't want to put away childish things, which is the weak nature as mentioned in Esdras. Go ahead.
Yeah. Done, right? I'm gonna jump a little bit. This is verse 12. It says, As for my people, children are the oppressors." Alright? Because Esau is a child. Alright? The typical Edomite is not very smart. Right? If you had any sort of dealings with Edomites, you would know that. Right? You say Edomites, it means so-called white people. Right?
Okay.
And in the US they get a term, they say white fucked up. That's when you really stupid, right? It says, "As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err, and destroy the way of thy paths." Right? And like I said, there's twofold. Because why? our women are children also. All right, and I could guarantee you, right, in the so-called Black, Latino, and Native community, the woman is the one pushing for these vaccination, right? Can, right? You know, I can guarantee you that the woman is the most vaccinated ones. All right.
See, this is the earrings.
Some bullshit. Right? It says, verse 13, the Lord standeth up to plead and standeth to judge the people. The Lord will enter into judgment with the ancient of his people and the princes thereof, for ye have eaten up the vineyard and the spoil of the poor in your houses. Right? So the Most High gonna judge all of them. Alright? It says, what mean ye that ye beat my people to pieces and grind the face of the poor, said Yahweh of hosts. Right? I believe you want to make a point on this. It says, moreover, the Lord said, because the daughters of Zion are haughty and walk with stretched forth necks and wanton eyes.
When you look up the word haughty, it's arrogant. They can't talk to them, you can't tell them nothing. You know, haughty also means proud. You know, they feel everything figured out. You know, walk with stretched forth necks and wanton eyes. Everything they see they want. They know women are gonna appeal to this fashion and this style, this fashion over stylitation. You know, the outward appearance. They're thinking about the outward appearance. They're setting affections on things on earth and not things above. You know, you gotta tell.
Yeah. It says, upward with stretched forth necks and wanton eyes, walking and mincing as they go, and making a twinkling with their feet.
Keep going up.
It says, therefore, Yahweh will smite with a scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion, and the Lord will discover their secret parts.
Now this already happening, all right, but it's gonna get worse when these women get the job. You know, those who think they're going natural now and think that the job ain't gonna do them nothing, I'll start to think that you pull out your own hair, you pull out other people here. Who knows what's gonna happen? You know. Keep going on.
Yeah, the job gonna, gonna fuck enough of them up
and turn them inside out. Go ahead.
Right? It says, therefore the Lord will smite with a scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion.
Look at this kind of pedophilic thing. Dr. Fauci, coloring book, oh shit, I say his name. Can't even say his name now. Coloring book. This place crazy, bro. You hear that?
It says, in that day Yahweh will take away the bravery of their tinkling ornaments about their feet and their calls.
You see that the tinkling ornaments about their feet is some of the stuff that they display here. Look at it's enough of them. It's enough stuff in the ark. They got this chain here. Some of them is wrap the chain around the foot. You know, there's a clock or something.
Yeah,
this belt here.
Basically get the whole point, you know. It's basically any form of jewelry, right?
Keep going up. Finish up the verse.
It says,
I want to reach the part with chains.
Yeah, that's the next verse. It says, in that day the Lord will take away their bravery of their twinkling ornaments about their feet and their calls and their round tires like the moon, the chains and the bracelet and the mufflers, the bonnets and the ornaments of the legs and the headbands and the tablets and the earrings, the rings and the nose jewels, the changeable suits
of apparel,
and the mantles and the wimples and the crimson pins,
keep going,
the glasses and the fine linen
old part,
and the hoods and the veils. And it shall come to pass that instead of sweet smell there shall be stink.
So the Most High gonna strip y'all. The Most High they're gonna be stink because the job they already stink, but the job gonna turn you inside out. The job is not compatible with the human body. I was hesitant to say that because I really want this video to go up and stay up. You gotta talk.
Yeah, I can. It says, and it shall come to pass that instead of sweet smell it shall be sting, and instead of girdle a rent, and instead of a well set hair baldness, and instead of a stomach a girding of sackcloth.
You know, your stomach gonna flap over. A girdle, you know, get them fancy belts that you like buy. You know, you get a piece of rag cloth or something. You know, keep going.
No Louis Vuitton.
Part with unburning. Yeah, no Louis Vuitton belts and all them shit you always flossing.
It says unburning instead of beauty.
Yeah, it can burn people life to look at you. You know, like when you're there near a fire, you turn your face from the heat like though. Nobody now want to look at you because of how foul. Like I saw a video with this woman, she says she getting these black blood shots inside your mouth. And if you see these things, bro, they look mad gross. Go ahead.
Was it a side effect from the jab juice?
Mm-hmm.
Shit, it's fucked up. It says, and burning instead of beauty, thy men shall fall by the sword, and thy mighty men in war.
You see that? And the first sword that gonna fall is this little jab, because the jab is a little sword, you know.
Yeah.
And thy mighty men in war, they recruiting people left, right, and center right now. Right now in Guyana, they're redoing a lot of police stations and so forth. And another one of them was burned down. You know, I want to say something, probably might say it in another video, but I want this one go up. And go ahead.
Yeah, it says, and there's the thing too, right? There's more than one way to fight a war, right?
Can.
You know, there's biological warfare, which is what you got me hesitant now for sure. But anyway, yeah, there's biological,
which is going on right now,
which is what's going on right now.
America did it to Syria the other day when they bombed the nerve gas thing there, if I'm not mistaken.
But you know, this virus too is biological warfare, right? You know, it got psychological warfare, right? You know, it got cold wars. That's basically when no motherfuckers acting political.
Yeah, a lot of discussions and you know, it's like, well, do something, not step up, son, step up. You know, but they're being what's called diplomatic about it.
Yeah.
Being diplomatic. All right, if we understand we have trades going on, like the tariff wars. This is like a cold war, right?
It ain't gonna stop the trade, but we gonna raise the tariff.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, and the worst one is when you got the enemy, all right, and he just fucking you up and you don't know it, which is what is happening to a lot of tutors the jig. All right, but we know our enemies. All right, we know the scripture saying Nehemiah 5:9 or 9:5 that these heathens is our enemies, so we know our enemies.
That's right.
Right? Yeah.
Go to the Zephaniah 1. Let me see if I start. Start from 2, read down. Read 2 and 3, and then read from 11 go. Actually, read from 11 go down. Or 2 and 3. Read from 11 go down.
Zephaniah 2 and verse 11, it says, "Hold ye inhabitants of Maktesh."
But let me just say this, right? This is talking about the same time, but you gotta understand that. Let me get it. Go to Ecclesiastes. I can read it quick. That which have been the Lord required again. You gotta understand scriptures, right? The Most High is do the same thing over and over. Sometimes you can do it kind of it's done in a different way every time, right? Because the cast is changed. It's be different people. And it's all about parables and analogies, right? And the account would explain how the Most High would carry the pattern. And if you can't pick it up in the spirit, then you have a lot of growing to do. This is Ecclesiastes 3:15. That which hath been is now. See, that which hath been is now, as in things that already happened is happening now. Again, and that which is to be hath already happened. See, the thing in the future already happened, and Yahweh requireth that which is past. So the Most High require the same action again. So just like the scripture said that the Most High shall destroy America as he did with Sodom and Gomorrah, it's just like the same thing but a different location, but the place is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt.
When I perfect example of that is Roman Empire.
Can.
Because when you look at the 10 state, right? The 10th state of the Roman Empire, right? They're back here today in the same place, but just going by different names.
That's right.
Right? That's why the that's why the EU, right, was founded on what is known as the Treaty of Rome, Salakia, right? Because it's Rome.
Can. And there's not coincidence. Just as I read in Ecclesiastes 3, that which had been, most are required again. Yeah, go ahead with this Zephaniah.
Yeah, this is Zephaniah 1 and verse 11. It says, all ye inhabitants of Maktes.
Alright, let me go a little deeper, just see that we're in the spirit, because we don't really do lessons like that. Go into the word Maktesh, and we can show you another way of the spirit to show you. By the definition of the word, the omen, is all you know. Because the word Sodom goes back to something fiery, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, let me get it on my phone too. Yeah, we explain these things for you, like, cause 2/3 ain't gonna get it. They gonna say no, you gotta read it in context. Is the only use of the scripture and so forth. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is the definition of Maktes. It says H4389. It says a mortar or deep hollow, a hollow or valley, evidently in the greater Jerusalem area.
You see that? So the word would go back to the Valley of Death. America is referred to as the Valley of Death. You gotta put these puzzles together,
Okay.
So the Hebrew word is Makatash. Yeah, this one's
Seto a mortar, right? Which is a mixture.
Yeah, a mortar, like a melting pot.
Yeah.
Where things are crushed up.
America is known as well the greatest melting pot for different races. You got basically all sorts of people that live in so-called America, right?
Okay.
From all walks of life.
All walks of life. Every single nation has lived, or every single nationality has lived in the U.S. or living in the U.S. right now, right? Or contributed to the U.S. being what it is today. I went into the root word and even explained, right? It says Kathash, which is H306, like H3806. Just to pound, mix by pounding, pound, find, bray. But when it says mix by pounding, because Babylon is the word Babal, which means confusion, and confusion is with, and fusion is mixture. Slacky. Yeah, slacky brother. Alright, just to clear that up and give you an idea of how the Spirit would teach you the scriptures, Alright, read from verse 11, and you can wrap up from this precept.
Yeah, kind. It says, all ye merchants of Maktes, for all
inhabitants of Maktesh.
Yeah, can. Inhabitants, Maktes, for all the merchant people are cut down. and all they that bear silver are cut off. And it shall come to pass that at that time that I will sort Jerusalem with candles and punish the men that are settled on their lease, that say in their heart, the Lord will not do good, neither will he do evil.
And this is what they're saying. She is saying that the Most High want people to get the job. You know? The Most High will not do evil if they get job. That's crazy, bro. That is crazy.
This
Yeah.
I got this here. Right quick. Scripture said that the wicked are estranged. Yeah, can. This is This is Psalms 58 and verse 3. It says, the wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born speaking lies. And that's a fucking lie. Most I ain't want nobody to get, the right?
You can get nobody a license to sin. There's a sin.
Yeah, there's a sin.
Defiling your body. You know?
There's not even medicine. There's not true medicine. Right? And those one of his biggest lies, big pharma is a big lie.
Careful now.
Yeah, can. Right, it says
13.
Oh, it's like somewhere here in the Psalm. It says,
Psalms?
yeah, can. It says their poison is like the poison of serpent. They are like the deaf that stoppeth the ears. All right. This is back in Zephaniah chapter 1 and verse 13. It says, therefore their goods shall become a booty, and their houses a desolation. They shall also build houses, but not inhabit them, and they shall plant vineyards, but not drink the wine thereof.
So you see, the gold shall become a booty. A booty goes back to what? Spoils. Or when a nation get conquered, right? So all these jewelry and so forth, I mean, some of them is sterling, silver, whatever, but it can be spoiled. It can be used for something else, or like the scripture says, it can be conquered and rust, Their houses are desolation. They shall build houses and not inhabiting them. There are a lot of construction going on right now, and people believe that this place will continue forever.
No, people believe that this place now getting better.
Can.
Right?
Yeah, we see that Guinness bring out to here over here, the hops Guinness they bring over here. People enjoying it, and different people making different wine and so forth. They got a lot of wine businesses brewing up right now, locally and internationally. So let it go on, because it could be for the men of the Lord. Continue up.
They think things about to get sweet.
About to get bitter for them, about to get sweet for me.
Yeah, it says, the great day of Yahweh is near, and it is near and hasted greatly. Even the voice of the day of Yahweh, the mighty man shall cry there bitterly.
You see that? And this is crazy, bro. This is prophecy literally unfolding. All right, Guerra.
It says, that day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, and a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness.
Look forward to all of them. That's very specific. All right.
No, it's gonna be total destruction.
It says wrath, trouble, distress, wasteness, desolation, darkness, gloominess, clouds, thick darkness. All of these parables and analogies, if you go deeper into those terminologies and choice of words, because it's very specific those words were used. Right up?
Yeah, like I was telling you about this movie, The Tomorrow's War or Tomorrow's War.
Oh yeah. What's it checked out by so much content, bro.
You know, the movie basically give like a good insight into what Esau and and tutors can get. It's just gonna be a beat down, like no defense, no fight back, nothing. It says, it says, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness, a day a day of the trumpet and alarm against the fenced cities and against the high towers.
Yeah, so they can soon want to build fences around the cities, especially if they got tension between Guyana, Venezuela, and the other neighboring countries as well, because a lot of immigrants or refugees are coming over here, and I'm not sure how the government officials deal with it. Say they might give green cards or citizenship to these people, but who knows, go ahead.
Yep. It says, and I will bring distress upon men, that they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against Yahweh, and their blood shall be poured out as dust.
You see that?
And their flesh as the dung.
But you see, the thing is, they can walk like blind men, as in they literally will not know where to go and what to do. This is how serious it's gonna be. Gueda. This is the main point.
Neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of Yahweh's wrath, but the whole land shall be devoured by fire of his jealousy.
And that's thermonuclear missiles, right?
And for he shall make even a speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land.
See that? Yahweh Shall make a speedy riddance, alright?
Yeah. And hey, when you really immerse yourself in these scriptures, right? In scriptures like these, right? You will see the gravity or the seriousness in which the Lord is speaking with. He says speedy riddance. It just come true and fuck shit up.
Like I say, in 1 hour it shall be destroyed.
Yeah, it can.
And we can be changing in a twinkling of an eye. I mean, we have a lot of time to spare. We got 59 minutes. Time can be relative to us, because we can move in so fast. We could slow down and even reverse it back if we mind all sort of things, So yeah, so you got any other precept, or you good at?
No, that's it.
So with that, we want to give our praises to Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham Rakak Wadash. God bless the apostles and elders of great and stone, a salutation 144,000 men, the 1/3 men, women, and children elected to be saved, and Tawadi Abba Hashem Yahshua for putting his spirit on us through this lesson. We hope it's edifying and abad babal.
Abad babal.